As this intro is being typed down, I am praying to God that I post this on or before Halloween. Let these words age well, please. So, last year I made this video making a Halloween Sona, and a few months ago I rewatched it and got whiplash from the severe difference in my voiceover. I want to make a Halloween Sona. Oh, it's terrible. And I also thought to myself that it'd be fun if I redid this video. So, here we are. This is gonna be incredibly rushed because I'm squeezing this out in insert number of days. So, step 1, thumbnailing. I made a scrap canvas and started plopping down ideas for the composition. I was also pondering whether or not I should overhaul the entire design, but I couldn't come up with anything good, and the original is still kinda solid anyway, so I only changed the way the shoes look. I also wondered to myself, am I really gonna make an entire new Sona and personality just for a spooky version of myself? So I decided that it's just a seasonal thing. Think of Sauce. On normal days I look like this, and on Halloween I get a magical girl transformation and turn into this. So we're the same entity. But the other Sonas are all separate entities and personalities. When I was wondering if I should make a video for Halloween, I was wondering if I should stick to redrawing this or just draw myself in a costume. Ended up picking the redraw because redrawing old art and seeing progress is fun, but I did some sketches of myself in other characters' costume. We have me as Jim Hawkins from Treasure Planet, Star Butterfly from SFO, Red Sun from Lego Monkey Kid, and Artemis from Young Justice. And it was at this point I decided on a composition from the thumbnails and moved on to the overall sketch. Don't get attached to this one, I changed the composition several times. So I started sketching a base for the overall piece, did not like it, used another thumbnail, and I don't like this one either. Anatomy is giving me troubles. In the end, I decided that sticking to the original composition would be best, and apparently it's easier for my brain to draw a witch on a broom than just a simple standing pose. What is wrong with me? I mean, I took reference of myself to use for the broom sketch, and I didn't have any references for the previous two. Yeah, maybe that's it. Remember to use reference, kids! So I fiddled around with the sketch, and speaking as a person who doesn't draw cats very often, I am quite proud of that giant feline in the background. The bushy broom bit and lamp was particularly fun to draw, and I am quite proud of the texture on the broom. Random parts of the sketch that I really like. Giant cat, foreshortening on the legs, flow and composition of the piece, movement of the piece, new shoe design, broom tail, and lamp. And with the sketch done, we moved on to inking. I saved the sketch and then imported it into Medibang because I like the inking brushes more in Medibang. They're just so much nicer and sharper, and they also have a nice drag to them. It's a real nice feeling. But I'd honestly prefer it if I could stay in the same program and get the same result. If you guys know of a Procreate compatible brush that works just like this, please let me know. Inking finished, I went to Procreate, lined the cat there, exported and stuffed the two into another canvas. Flood coloring time! Old color palette was way more into the yellow tones, but I'm wiser now. I shifted everything's hue into the purple zone so that the yellow stuff popped more. Color theory. I'm so smart now. After flat colors, 'twas time for shading, and as I wanted a specific look for the shading, I was using my friend Neon Corpse's art for reference. I keep telling you guys, reference is everything. If you want your art to look a certain way, use reference. Neon's art has some really neat cell shading in it, which I like a lot and really freaking envy because my brain feels the need to blend things to look smooth, and that itch to blend made me ruin my Nova fan art. Oh, I'm so sorry, Nova. So I am determined not to repeat that mistake. So here we are, watching me relearn cell shading. Shading is my least favorite part of the drawing process because my brain doesn't have it streamlined. It's always a mess. Sketching is easy with quotation marks. Just screw around with the thing until you're happy. Inking is even easier. Just trace your sketch. Flat colors are boring but also easy. Fill it in. But shading? My brain cannot figure out a method. Should I blend this part? I thought we were doing cell shading. Yeah, but blending it will make it look 3D. I thought we were going for a cartoon style. Who cares? Go render. Yes, ma'am. And I'm nearly never happy with the final result whenever I do that. This is the reason why this Nesha drawing will never be finished. I keep panicking over the shading. It's also the reason why I like Klepto's ref sheets so much. No shading, and yet it looks good anyways. Last thing about shading, I was gonna make the cat's eyes glow, so I put a shape under its eye for a highlight, but I thought it looked like another eye, and it was really cool, so I just rolled with it and turned them into eyes. Ta-da! Whipped up a fast background, different from the original because I didn't feel like drawing buildings, added some blur and effects, tilted the camera angle, and boom! Final drawing. Some final words. I am incredibly satisfied with the progress I've made in 1 year, and it makes me really excited for where I'll be next year. I've improved on my human and feline anatomy, inking skills, composition, color theory, and on my shading. The pose is more dynamic, it has some more foreshortening, and the overall flow and mood of the piece is really cool. Goal for next year, reach lowish level. Too high? Alright then. Lavender down level? Yeah, that was more attainable. So, see you guys next time. By the way, it's my dog's birthday on October 31st. His name is Scout. Greet him in the comments, you better. Happy Halloween! Belated Halloween, whenever the heck I can post this. Thank the storm that came over to my house and made the power go out.